buy this for $39.99, guess what, folks? You take the L away. You put a W there, baby. You're a winner, man. You're the real deal. You're picking up chicks. Let me tell you something. You buy this set at $39.99, baby, you're the cock of the walk.
A buddy of mine shared that clip with me today. Told him I was going to work it into my video. Had to do it. Come on. Cock of the walk. I got something better for you. We're doing a graded card order submission preview. What you need to do instead of what Don talked about, you just get that Wemby. You got a 10, get a chain. You saw that doofus who got the Pokemon card, right? With the chain, put it around his neck. Do that, walk into a bar, and you just say, I know you're not a 10, like we hope this Victor is going to be, but you're coming with me anyway. Yada, yada, yada. It's awful out there for women, the patriarchy, yada, yada, yada. This Victor, I thought it was clean. What I'm doing is the promised video back clean as well. Cracked a bunch of slabs from the 6 orders that perhaps some of you saw. They're still back here. What I did was I took and set aside 61 slabs where I thought they would be 10s, and they come back as something less than. This Stroud centering thicker over here, or else I'd call it 10 on it. 10 would be great if they let me slide. Should be 60-40. Surface was clean. Back, slight print line right there, and that was it. Everything else clean about it. It's that centering though. About as good as you can expect for Prism this year, and any year, I should say. I'm calling a 9 on that one. Swimming in cards here. Swimming in slabs that I thought were 10s that came back as 9s. Swimming like Don West.
You can swim in them! Look at this!
So I'd set aside 61 slabs, went through them, cut it down to 48, and ended up cracking all of those. Will Levis, when I pulled this one, you can see here, there's a bubble of some sort there. Hey, bubble. And the centering was off as well. What good does it do me raw? Nada. Hopefully, can pull a 9 on that one. The 48 cards are right here. What you're going to see in the beginning, the 6 cards, 13 on the back end. Those are going to be additions to those. I haven't looked through those yet. I'm going to do that on camera. So I'd imagine a few of those will probably get booted out. This Wemby, that was pretty clean. You see some little specking here and there. Monopoly. $100-ish for the 10 right now on him. $88 was his rating. You think that'll go up next year? Call a 10 on that. I'm not going to call any grades on these because these were all 9s and some 8s. So hopefully we get Manuel, a more sympathetic grader, and he gives a bunch of those some 10s. Definitely need the 10s because if not, I'm just wasting my money here. Junior Caminero. This is to 50. Gold foil debut. Didn't see anything on this card, so I felt confident calling that one a 10. The cards that I'm adding in, I did look over. JaQuincy, also known as Kool-Aid, one of the coolest autos I've seen. Some slight print lining. They'll probably 9 it. You see some little specks on there and everything. It's a base auto. Hopefully it can pull a 10 though. All right, let's try to buzz through these. See if I can keep these in order. It matters. This was the Chet Silver that I had submitted. Order number 1. Front surface clean. Saw something on the back that I didn't notice when I sent it in the first time. See those 2 little marks right there? Didn't pick those up the first time. Interesting. But that's why we film stuff, right? Had some surface scratching. This one was super clean. I need a 10 in this one. This one's got to be a 10. This one looks to just have some card schmutz on it from over time. You see that there? You can see a little bit of that. It said schmutz.
Brother, what's that?
Clean that off. Ooh, that takes work. I think we got it pretty good now. We use some of that Kurtz card care on paper cards. Bow. Score. 1990. Number 697. Sent in a bunch of these. My last orders. Hit a lot of 10s. Some 9s as well. You see one little pink dot right there. And you'll see some more of that bow at the end of the order as well. And maybe there's another one in there somewhere. Maybe. Taylor. Silver out of Chronicles. Thought this one was pretty clean. You see a little bit of specking. It looks like there's some schmutz there. Let's clean that off. Too much schmutz. And that card was from order number 2. All right, what I see here is one little nick right there. One little nick. You see some kind of foiling stuff there. It's on the card, just how it is. So, unless something is extremely awful, then we got to send it back in now, right? Because we cracked it out of the slab for sake of ego. This Mahomes got an 8. I can't see anything on it. But like I talked about in other videos, if something is 2 grade points below what you were thinking, then it definitely gives you pause, right? I feel like you must have missed something pretty obvious. Ohtani pitching is from the retail set. Submitted 3 of these. I thought with 10, 2 9s and an 8 or what came back on these. I didn't see anything on it. Caleb first, just a base. Didn't see anything on the front. Got an 8 on this one. An 8 on the next one you'll see as well. Some print lining there on the back. There's a couple, there's one there, one there. That's about all I saw. I had talked about this before. I submitted a Drake May as well, consecutively, same order. And they gave the Drake May a 10. I did see something up there by his shoulder, but it buffed out. So if that's what knocked it down the first time, then that's my bad. Silver Prism Jabari. A normal tiny little bit of surface stuff. I did see another little thing here that buffed out down there. I don't know. Some more schmutz there I gotta get out. Back's pretty clean. Looks like maybe whoever graded this left their fingerprint there for me.
Most people have that being Caleb Williams. Slight little nick there, super clean surface and everything else like that. It's a press proof.
He left his fingerprint, and then when he came back to that area of the card and then saw the fingerprint, he decided to mark me down. I thought PSA gave the card a complimentary wipe down. That's what I saw in a video anyway. Guess not. Unless, of course, you have a Victor 1 of 1. Centering doesn't matter in that case. This card's got a scratch up in the upper corner. Okay, we're going to take this one out. See if we can get you that. See that right there through the tops? It's going that way, right up there. You see it? It goes down here. I don't know if I would miss something like that. That's pretty drastic. That's order 2 to make a note of that.
Look to be 9s. Surface scratching on those. I'll show you when we get there. Another rookie here. Just pitching, paper card.
2018 Bowman. These cards I had schmutz issues with as well before I submitted them. A little bit of something up there maybe. A little foil action. Print lining on the back. A little bit. It's Ayuk. He's no harm to anyone. Give him a 10. What's that card worth in a 10 anyway? Probably not worth submitting twice. Ooh. Or once even. CD, Vertex. See a little something down there. That's probably why they knocked it down. A lot of these cards, pretty much every card, you can always find a little something there, right? Little print line there, and then there's a little scratch across his belt buckle. Not sure if you're picking that up. What's that? I didn't see that the first time. Yeah, we'll probably get a 9 again, but let's get it back in the slab. I would say that's part of the problem too, is when you're cracking, a lot of times you aren't going to be able to see some of the things through the slab that you might have missed the first time. Like that roller line on the back of that black gold. Black gold. Another one of these babies. We need one of these to come back at 10. Come on now. There was a slight little scratch there and I buffed it out with my own HCI card care. This was one of those ones that was clean that I pointed out during the original submission, but it had that kind of design line down it. You see it running all the way down. There we go. That's a better angle. It's over here. You can actually see how the card is lighter to that side. Like when your printer runs out of ink, you can't see it there, but if you angle it enough, you can see it. A little something over in here. A little scratchiness on the border there. Time for some HCI card care. Still there. Had to get a little bit more intimate with it. Still there. All right. Probably take the L on that one. Tater looked pretty clean to me. Maybe a little bit of speck of something over here by his hand. Oh, there we go. Print line on the back. Not too shabby though. What I was wondering before was, look at all the schmutz on this one. Hopefully you can tell. See how it's there a little bit, you can see. How would you be as a grader? Yeah, this one was schmutzied up. Big time.
Big time!
Whoever fondled this card thought they were fondling Olivia or something, the way they had their hands all over it.
Cock of the walk.
All right, cleaned it up a bit. See some light little surface scratch up over in here on that right shoulder pad.
You, me, guess what?